What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For all you guys that are new here, my name's Tim and I'm a NPC men's physique competitor. So we got a really fun video to jump into today, guys. We're gonna go over the 5 key traits that pretty much all bodybuilders possess, all successful bodybuilders possess, that is. And these are not gonna be in any specific order, but in my opinion, all 5 of these are vital to long-term success in bodybuilding. So we're gonna jump right into it, guys. Key trait number 1 is going to be having clear goals. So, why do you need a clear goal? So in my experience, whether you're in an off season, like a building phase, or you're in a contest prep situation, it is paramount to have, something you're striving for, like something you're reaching for. In contest prep, you have that show date lined up. So you're going to hit your meals, you're going to hit your macros, you're going to do your cardio. Nothing in the world could stop you from that because you have that clear defined goal. In the off season, I will say it does get a little more challenging, especially if you're taking more of an extended off season, but still having that, that drive, that want to improve on your most recent stage package, or build that tissue that you need to look better at the beach, whatever it is. You still have a goal in mind and you're still chasing it. So that is going to be paramount to success in the sport. So that actually transitions us really well into key trait number 2, and that's going to be patience. Guys, patience in bodybuilding is a must-have. This could almost be, key trait number 1 in my opinion. Bodybuilding is not a short-term game. You have to play the long game in this sport, especially if you want to be successful and go far. So having patience, it really comes into play when, say, you do a contest prep and you get on stage. You're in the best condition you've ever been, but you realize really quick that you don't stack up very well to the competition. Well, in that aspect, you're going to need that long off season. You're going to need to take a step away from, take time away from stage to really put on the quality tissue you need to be competitive. So that's going to require a lot of patience, because it gets really easy to want to, push the needle up, pull the needle back, raise doses, get really crazy in that aspect and risk long-term health. That, guys, while that is an aspect of bodybuilding, it's not conducive, for long-term health. So you really need that patience to, stick it out, stay conservative with doses, push food, push training, and, just push through to, create the better version of yourself. So that actually is going to bring us into key trait number 3, and that is going to be consistency. Consistency over a long period of time is what is going to make you win in this sport. So doing the boring, mundane task day in, day out for a long time, that's how you succeed. That's how you make changes. In those same boring 5 to 6 meals day in, day out, just checking the daily boxes. Going to, getting up in the morning, doing your cardio or post-training, whatever you prefer, eating your rice meals, eating your, lean cuts of protein, eating your fruits, eating your veggies when you can. Doing that stuff over a long period of time is really what's going to accelerate you in this sport. There's no magic pill. Unfortunately, there's just not. You have to be consistent doing the same boring, mundane things day in, day out. And I know, guys, it can get frustrating. Sometimes personally, this is something I struggle with, on a personal level, is, remembering that why. Like, sometimes it's like, man, why do I do this shit? It's like, I've done this every day for, 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever. It's just like, it feels like it's never going to stop. But then you have to take a step back and realize, like, okay, this is the greater vision. I'll say, me personally, I want to go pro long term. I want to be an IFBB pro in hopefully men's physique. I'd love to go up to classic, but that's a different conversation. But having that clear why behind it and just being consistent over a long period of time, ultimately that's what's going to get me there. So brings us into key trait number 4, and that is going to be good bodybuilders prioritize recovery. So recovery is also very, very crucial to success. We think we go into the gym, we break down all this muscle tissue, we work really hard, we train close to the proximity of failure, And in our minds, that's what puts the muscle in our frames. But in reality, that time outside of the gym, that's when you're actually going to grow. Those hopefully 6 to 8 hours of sleep you get at night, that's what's actually going to transform your physique. So you go in and break down all this muscle tissue, and eat like shit post training. You don't sleep. You don't do any kind of body work or anything like that. It's definitely not going to be the most optimal for muscle building. That's just the clear facts of it. There's science to back that up. But take the guy that goes and breaks down all the muscle tissue, trains close to the proximity of failure, but also prioritizes good quality carb sources, good quality protein sources. His sleep's on point. He's doing body work as needed. And you compare those two, I believe the results will speak for themselves, if I'm being honest. So that's going to be paramount, is prioritizing recovery. Now, that brings us into key trait number 5, a proper diet. Now, this one's going to vary a little bit. So a proper diet, that is going to be specific to you and your goals. So best way to really put that is, eat for your goals, whatever they are. So if you're in a dieting phase, you need to listen to your coach and follow the nutrition plan that they provide for you. But either way, you still want to prioritize the single ingredient foods, as minimally processed foods as humanly possible, and also the best quality you can get. Sure, you can hit your macros on Pop-Tarts and McDonald's cheeseburgers. Sure, you can, but just because you can doesn't mean you should necessarily. So instead of that Pop-Tart and McDonald's cheeseburger, why not try a lean cut of steak, a lean cut of chicken or fish, and for a carb source, maybe do like a white potato, an oatmeal, a rice, that kind of thing. I humbly believe that that's going to translate to a much better look. And also in a dieting context, you got to think about food volume as well. Just because you can spend 45 grams of carbs on that pack of Pop-Tarts, I don't know what the math difference is versus white rice, for example, but I do know that you're going to be significantly more hungry on the Pop-Tarts versus the same amount of carbs from rice. So definitely keep that kind of thing in mind as well. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up my 5 top key traits of successful bodybuilders. So definitely like, comment, subscribe, and drop us some comments. Let us know what you want to see moving forward on the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good one. Peace.